Thom Hartmann here on the news. You need to know this. According to the U.S. Supreme Court, Monsanto has the right to control our food supply. In a unanimous ruling released this morning, the 9 justices sided with the agricultural giant and held that an Indiana farmer violated Monsanto's patent by planting seeds produced from genetically modified soybeans. Although the farmer, Vernon Hugh Bowman, acquired the seeds from a grain elevator, they contained Monsanto's patented genes, and thus the court found that planting them was a patent violation. In Justice Elena Kagan's 10-page opinion, the court deemed the soybean seeds to be copies of Monsanto's technology. Kagan wrote, "If simple copying were a protected use, a patent would plummet in value after the first sale of the first item containing the invention." And further, the court reasoned that allowing patented seeds to be used this way would result in less incentive for innovation than Congress wanted. Apparently, the court believes this incentive for innovation is important enough to allow one company to control our food supply. Currently, Monsanto's seeds account for 93% of soybeans and 86% of corn grown in our nation. Less than a week ago, the Think Progress blog reported on a study that found this Supreme Court to be the most pro-business court in at least 65 years. And this ruling exemplifies that study. By upholding Monsanto's right to have a monopoly on our food supply, the court has, once again, ruled that profit is more important than people. If the courts won't stand up to corporate power, then we must push our elected representatives to start standing up for the people. Call Congress and the White House and tell them that no company should have the right to control our food supply. In screwed news, the city of West Texas and the residents are still recovering after a massive fertilizer plant explosion decimated their town. And now they're being told they may still have to pay property taxes on the homes that were destroyed by the deadly blast. To make matters worse, the taxes owed are based on the value of their homes before they were leveled, rather than on the current state of their demolished property. Tax law allows local governments to reassess the value of homes after a natural disaster, but doesn't grant that same power in cases of man-made destruction. But asking the West Fertilizer Company for assistance was out of the question, as the plant was only insured for $1 million, which doesn't even begin to cover the estimated $100 million in damages. So residents are now filing protests to their outstanding tax bills, asking for the amount to reflect the fact that many of their homes are completely demolished. If the town grants the reassessment, West Texas stands to lose millions in tax revenue, and if they don't, residents will be on the hook for taxes on homes they may never live in again. Loss of life and property are clear reasons why plants like this should be better regulated, and these outstanding tax bills add insult to injury. In the best of the rest of the news, Warren Buffett is making a huge investment in our future. Buffett's company, Mid-American Energy Holdings, is about to spend $1.9 billion on new wind farms in Iowa. That investment could fund the construction of more than 650 new wind turbines by 2015, which means more green energy and more green jobs for that state. And our government is helping to encourage more of these investments through green energy tax credits. Considering that we recently passed the 400 parts per million threshold of carbon in the atmosphere, we need more green energy sources like this now more than ever. These wind farms will be a major stepping stone for breaking our addiction to toxic fossil fuels, and the additional jobs will be a much-needed boost to our economy. It's great news that Warren Buffett is leading the way in wind energy production. Hopefully, more companies will see the economic and environmental benefits of green energy and follow in Warren Buffett's footsteps. Republicans have one mantra when it comes to elections: if you can't win, cheat. In a blatant attempt to steal power, Indiana Governor Mike Pence has eliminated 4 Marion County Council seats held by Democrats to give Republicans a controlling majority. According to the measure signed by Governor Pence, all 4 at-large council seats held by Democrats will be eliminated after the 2015 municipal elections. According to IndyStar News, the measure also grants the mayor-appointed controller more authority over county officeholder budgets and grants the mayor the right to appoint 5 of 9 developers members of the Metro Development Commission. Indiana House Democratic leader Scott Pelleth, responded to the move via Twitter. He wrote, "I'm disappointed Governor Pence accepted the Republicans' third world-style power moves in Marion County. The party hacks have won." You know, we've seen plenty of gerrymandering, voter disenfranchisement, and other means of stealing elections, but this is by far the most blatant theft of power. Apparently, Governor Mike Pence and the Indiana Republicans have no shame. And finally, the cicada invasion is about to begin all along the east coast of the U.S., and entomologists say it's an opportunity for a feast. That's right. Isa Bentoncourt of Drexel University calls cicadas the shrimp of the land. And Mike Ropp of the University of Maryland says they've got a delicate, nutty flavor and a buttery texture. There's even a cookbook called Cicada-licious. It has a variety of cooking ideas like cicada portobello quiche or German chocolate cicada cake. According to Professor Betancourt, because these cicadas only come out once every 17 years, they are a rare delicacy. She plans to substitute the insects into a shrimp skewer dish her grandmother has made for ages. So if these giant bugs show up in your backyard, feel free to throw them into your favorite recipe. Just don't invite me to dinner. And that's the way it is today, Monday, May 13th, 2013. I'm Thom Hartmann on the news.